Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Natasha. You might know me as Planted in Platinum on TikTok and Instagram. Today we are going to be looking at 4 new plants that I've added to my collection, which I'm really excited to show you guys. And I'm also going to be refreshing a prop box that I have in my tent, just a basic perlite prop box with a bunch of cuttings in it. A lot of them are rooted and need to get potted up, and some of them just need to go back, but I need to refresh the perlite and give it a good clean out. Grab yourself a coffee and a snack if required, and let's get started. I'm going to start this video off by showing you my new plants, and I'm going to show you them just in order of reach, whatever's closest to me. And then I'll tell you what we're going to be doing with them, and then after that we'll pot them up. So first up, this sweet little baby is a Anthurium Fort Sherman crossed with Ralph Linum, crossed with a Carla Black. Yay! I'm so excited to be adding another Carla hybrid into my collection. So this one I've just had sitting upstairs in this little dome on my counter, and it's been doing fine. I haven't watered it, haven't touched it. And it is from Catherine over at Yugentropical. She did a purge on the Anthuriums Canada group on Facebook. And when I saw this, I pounced on it. I was like, yes, please, sign me up. I love Pappies, especially the Fort Sherman Ralph Linum varieties. And I've been looking for more Carla hybrids. So I'm excited about this one. I'm just gonna take her out of this little plastic cup. Look how cute that is. Super cute. So you can see the tag there showing what the plant is. She's got it taped down with some polyfill. And yeah, it looks very, very happy. So for this one, we're going to be potting into tree fern with pon and perlite. And I'm going to keep it in a dome until I'm satisfied with the root system. You're gonna have to excuse me today. I cannot hear out of my ear. I don't know why. I think maybe I'm getting some sort of sickness and it's like inflamed and cut off my hearing. So I apologize if my voice is a little bit off. So this is our next baby. Look at her. She is so beautiful. So this here is Hoya Weibergier. And my friend asked to see my wish list, so I sent it to her. And girl ordered me 2 Hoyas and had them sent to my address. Tisk tisk. You know who you are, Keisha. So that was really sweet of her. I'm very excited to grow these. This one is on my wish list because it actually sun stresses pink where the splashes are. You see the splashes on the leaves. So what I want to do with this one is get it cleaned up, spray it with my pesticide, which I always do with new plants, and get it cleaned up. And I want to pot it into a nursery pot with some of my Hoya aeroid mix and get her on a trellis. But look how freaking cute that is. Oh my goodness. Love. And I scored this really cute pot at the thrift store. So I think I want to pot her into here if she fits. We'll see. Oh, I don't know. I wanted to put a trellis on her. We'll see how big her root system is. So the other Hoya that she had sent to my house is Hoya Helwigiana. And look at her. She reminds me very much of the Quinervia, which I also had in my collection. And this one I wanted to add to my collection because I love to sun stress Hoyas. I think I love sun stressing them more than I like to see their blooms. I don't know, that's a hard one. But anyhow, I want to sun stress her red. So same thing, I'm gonna clean up her leaves and we're going to check her roots, take her out of her soil. They were just sent in these little seedling starter pots. So just wanna get them out of there. They have polyfill in there. I'm not too sure what store she ordered them from either. I'll have to find out from her and put it up here for you guys. Hoya Helwigiana. Yee! It's sweet to add 2 wishlist Hoyas to my collection. I'm pretty stoked about that. And the last one is so cool. I'm actually obsessed. This is another wish lister that has been on my radar for probably over a year now. So this is Philodendron squamical pink. The foliage is nearly black. The backs of the leaves are red. The stems are so fuzzy, like fuzz you've never seen before. And the new leaves come in this cute, like pinky color, pinky peach. It's literally so beautiful. So this one's just in perlite in a plastic cup in no drainage, and it's got some nice looking roots in there. So that's good. So I got this one in a Northshore Tropicals live sale. Usually on Fridays I'm filming, so I missed the live sales, which sucks, but I was done early last Friday, so you bet I hopped on there. And this is actually from Jing from momandplants. She also has a YouTube channel and a Instagram and a shop, which is linked to her Instagram. I will put her details in the comments. She is such a wonderful lady, and she has a beautiful Hoya collection. If all my Hoya followers want to go see her Hoyas, I highly recommend. So we are going to be taking her out of the perlite and putting her in tree fern, pon, and perlite mixed together. And I want to put a moss pole into her pot. I was really hoping my tree fern that I ordered would be in today. Oh, you know what? I do have a little bit left. I wonder if that's enough. I want to make a tree fern and chopped up moss pole for her like I did with my varicosum, which I'll show you. So this is my varicosum, and I literally chopped up moss and mixed it together with tree fern and used this for the pole, and I'm obsessed. So I think I want to switch a lot of my moss poles over to that substrate, and it does dry out a bit quicker, but I do saran wrap it so that the moisture stays in a little bit better. I find it's just much easier to take the roots off, and moss tends to mold if I have it in my ambient conditions, which really annoys me. So yeah, I think that I'm gonna do a tree fern and moss pole. So I'll go upstairs and I'll check and see if I have enough tree fern, but first I wanna get this Anthurium unpotted. Oh, I'm so excited about this. Okay. Ooh. All right. So let's see what her roots look like, friends. Hopefully they're good. I'm sure they will be. Catherine always has beautiful plants, so. I wanted to post some pictures of the parent plants on here to show you guys, so I asked her if it was okay if I posted those photos, but they weren't hers, so I couldn't, unfortunately, but that's okay. That is okay. Oh, it looks like she's in tree fern and perlite. So that won't be such a big switch. Oh my goodness. Okay, so we do have some good roots here. I will say that. That is exciting and positive. Ooh. I could chop her. I could literally chop her. Do I want to chop her? I think I might chop this plant into a couple different pieces because as you can see, this leaf here has its own little root system here. And so does this little baby leaf over here. It has its own root system. So I might chop this into a couple plants, and that way I can get some of my money back for the plant or do some trades. So I'm gonna go grab my scissors. I'll be right back. Actually, I have some right here. Oh, my shears. I bought shears and I never use them. They'll work though. Okay. Do I do this? Might as well. Okay, friends, we're going to do it. There's one. The top cut with the root. And then we have to separate these guys, which is going to be a little more difficult because of where the root is placed. But, oh, maybe not. It should be okay. I did it. Okay, so we have this, a little baby, and we have this little baby. So that is how you earn your money back with plants. You get them and you chop them up, and you have more. I have 3 plants from this one plant that I paid for. So that's gonna be fun. Oh, okay. So now I'm gonna have to grab some more pots though, because I only grabbed these, like a dome style cup. I was gonna just put the whole plant in, but I didn't realize how good the roots were. So I am going to grab some more cups, then I'll be right back. Okay, so I've grabbed some smaller cups and we'll see what size we need for these cuts. I'm gonna start with my top cut, and I don't wanna put it in one of these little cups because the top is too small. So what I'm gonna do, ooh, I wonder if it will even fit in here. This will be the death of me, trying to find a proper size cup for anthuriums to keep them domed. We're gonna opt for this bigger cup with the lid. I know it's big, but we don't have to pot it all the way to the top. So we can just keep moving it up as the plant grows as well. So I'm just gonna grab my tree fern and perlite. Tree fern, perlite, and pon. So I just have that I boiled for 20 minutes and it's still pretty moist, so I'm not gonna water the plant. And it will retain that moisture because it will have a lid on it. Okay, that's probably good for like a base. Just wanna see. Ooh, I'm gonna dig a little hole in there, I think. Maybe I'll move you down. My mess. Now you can see my mess. All right, so I just dug a little hole in the center and I'm gonna use some myco to just put on the roots and a little on the substrate. And this root is healthy. You can see it has a nice white tip. Doesn't feel deflated or anything, so that's good. And we're just gonna press the pon and perlite and tree fern around the root and then add some more. It's really hard when you're working with a tall cup and a small, delicate little seedling. So here we have her in there. I'm going to put a lid on her. And that is our little Fort Sherman, Ralph Linum, Carla hybrid. Now we're going to deal with her little baby friends here. These. So I'm going to do this one first. I'm just going to check the roots. So the roots look excellent. There is a little bit of a dried tip, if you can see on this one, not very much, just a little. So I'm going to try to just pinch that off. There we go. And that's perfect. Her roots feel great, so I'm just going to pot her up. And I'm going to use these smaller cups that I have. Just adding some myco for the roots. And we'll fill her up. I can already tell this is going to be so adorable. There's something about seedlings. They have my heart. They're so cute. All right, so there she is, super cute, and we're gonna just pop a dome on top of her. First, I'm just gonna kind of clean the clear part of the lid off. And there she is. So that will allow for her to live in a higher humidity environment. And when I see roots on the sides of the pot all the way to the bottom, then I'll transfer her to a bigger domed cup if her leaves aren't super big. But if they're too big to put a dome on her, then I will just leave her in one of my seedling boxes that I have in my grow tent and keep the lid closed in there and see how she does. All right, for this little baby one, like there is some dried roots on here for sure. Can see the roots there. So I'm gonna chop the dry roots off, which I think is pretty much one whole root. So we'll just give it a chop and look. Yeah, it's that whole one root, and I want to be very gentle with this because it's quite delicate. So I'm just gonna leave the top of that root just like that, and the other root is completely fine. So we'll pop her into her own little dome. With some Myco. And there should be enough in here for me to just push the substrate around her root. This one's so delicate, I'm scared. Oh, good. Okay. Good. She is in there. There she is, friends. A cute little baby. We're gonna do the same thing and just give her a dome. And after this video, I will make some labels up for her. I need to use my phone to make labels, and I'm recording on my phone, so I'm not able to do that at the moment, but I'll just keep them together so that I don't mix them up. But I don't think I have any other anthuriums, so we'll see what's in my prop box. I think I have a couple anthuriums in there, but they're a bit bigger. All right, there she is. Look how cute. Okay, so I'm gonna lift you up. All right, so we have our two little butt cuts of our seedling. and the bigger portion. All domed up and ready to go. I cannot wait to watch these grow and I'll keep you guys updated. So if anybody is looking to trade in Canada, once these grow out, just message me and you can claim one if you'd like to trade. And once they grow out and I'm comfortable shipping, then I can ship. Or if you want to purchase one. So I'm gonna put my tree fern back because y'all know that stuff ain't cheap. And since I have the tree fern pond and perlite out, I think I will do my Philodendron squamacol pink next. I'm so excited for her. All right, so I'm just gonna kind of loosen up the perlite by giving the cup some gentle squeezes all the way to the top, because I want to see if I can take this out without having to spill the perlite out. So I do the wiggle method as I'm squeezing, and most of the time, oh my goodness! Oh, look what I found in my perlite. A little frog, and he was not in there. Well, he was in there before, but he was kind of buried in the perlite. But how adorable is that? I know Lauren was sending out ducks last time, and I never got a plant in that order, but frogs, how cute. I think she used frog as one of the words to claim a plant in her live. Like she had multiples of one, and she said, if you'd like to claim one, just say frog. And she put frogs in there. How cute. We did it. We spilled 1, 2, 3, 4 little pieces of perlite, but yeah, she is out of her perlite. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. See, I could chop her too, but I don't think I'm gonna do that. So as you can see, it does have two places. It does have a place that I could cut. So this one here has its own little root system. And this one down here doesn't have a root system, but it has some wicked aerial roots. But I don't want to cut this plant. I'm terrified of this plant. I've heard some horror stories about the squamacol. So if you know, you know. I'm just going to pot it up all together, and it looks like I could probably scrounge up enough tree fern and moss to put this aerial root in the bottom of the moss pole. So I just wanted to take a look at these roots. This one has a little bit of like a black tip, which will be hard to see, but I'm just gonna chop that off. No biggie, it's literally so tiny. And this one's good, this one's good, this one's good. Yeah, they all look amazing. Yay. Okay, so I'm just gonna set this to the side, and I think I want to do one of these pots here. I always try and take off the tags off the bottom before I use it, but sometimes I forget, and then they're really hard to get off, and it's so annoying. But anyhow, we are going to put a little base in there so we can stick the moss pole in. And I got my moss poles from Houseplant Essentials this time. I usually get them from Northshore Tropicals, but I ordered my moss poles before I ordered the squamacol, so I wasn't sure if I'd be placing an order, and I had to get pots and stuff anyway, so I just picked some up from there. Right, okay, so here is my moss pole. It's just a D-shaped one. If you order these, they always have plastic coverings on them, so you have to peel them off, which you can just do at the corner. See, and then you just carefully peel it from the plastic. So satisfying. And I think it's just one side, if I'm correct. I haven't made a moss pole in a while, actually. But I'm pretty sure it's just one side. Let me see. Oh no, it is both sides. Okay, both sides. And then we have a nice clear moss pole. So that's exciting. Transparent these are, like what you can see right through them, which I love because you can keep an eye on the roots. But anyways, so they have these two areas where you can bend them, and then they have slots here where you can pick which size you want. And if you do wide, like the widest one, it is more stable for the plant, so the moss pole is less likely to be tippy if you do the biggest one. So we're gonna do that. And I just like to squeeze slowly up so that it doesn't break any part of the pole. Just like that. And then the same on the other side. I don't really think that there's a certain way you have to do it. Oh my goodness, and look. That's cute. I don't know if you're gonna be able to see that. It says at Houseplant Essentials right on the bottom of the pole. That's cute. I like that. Anyways, let's finish this up here. Houseplant Essentials just released clear self-watering pots. And I've always said I want to try a self-watering pot, but I don't want to because they don't make them in clear. So girl, I'm going to get one, I think, to try, or a couple, because yes, I can put my begonias in there and maybe some other stuff. We'll see. We'll see. Okay, so now I have it properly done. Do I chop the bottom of this off? I think I'm gonna just chop those off, the legs. Some people like to keep them, but I'm just going to chop them off with my huge shears. Oh, am I gonna be able to properly? Yep, these things are awesome. Close enough. Okay, so then we take the side with the slots in it and fold it in. And as we fold it in, the slots are going to kind of open. So we want that because it's hard to get them unstuck when you haven't opened them first and you're trying to put it together. All right, I'm just going to quickly do this down here. Okay, so just like that, you just want to curve it in the back. That's the D-shaped part of the moss pole. And also, if you have it on the widest one, that allows more substrate to be in there and it stays moist for longer, which is a benefit of having the different sizes of slots. Okay, I got them all in. Now I just have to close them without breaking it. So they will click kind of when they're closed. So if you can get one closed, it's easy to do the rest from there. But you want to try to get them in as far as you can. Just like that. See, it popped into place, and then the other ones should be easy from there. They can be a bit finicky, these things, but they're worth it. Ah, the other one's released. No. Okay. 1, 2. Okay, they went back in easily, so that was helpful. But if you just kind of wiggle it, they'll click in. And this top one hasn't clicked in. Oh, but it's in there. Okay, so this is the size of our moss pole. So that should hold a good amount of substrate. The front is kind of like curved in a bit, like it goes down and then back up, but that's okay. Once you fill it, it kind of presses it forward a bit. So that was good. So now we're going to fill the bottom. Oh my goodness, that's huge. Are we gonna have room for our roots? Let me just try this out here. Okay, I want to put this like right here. Ugh. There won't be much room for substrate in this pot, but I think that's what I'm gonna do for now. I just don't want to give it too big of a pot, but this pole looks silly so big, but it should be fine. Okay. Let's do that, and we're gonna fill the bottom of the pole with the substrate that we're using in the pot. I'm just kind of pressing it down so there's not much room for air pockets in here. And then we are going to put a little bit more substrate at the bottom. Yeah, I don't know, maybe I should have used a bigger pot. But literally I'm terrified of this guamacol, so I don't want to. I just want to keep it in the smaller pot so I don't overwater it. Okay, so now we're gonna figure out our placement of the guamacol on the pole. So if you see the roots, we want this aerial root here, this one here, to go into the pole. So if we can get all of the roots into the pot and turn this in a way so that we can have that aerial root go into the pole. Oh, I should have grabbed some Velcro, some plant Velcro. Okay, I found my plant tape. My husband stole it again, but that's okay. All right, so we literally want that to go around there. So we want a long enough piece. I think I'm just gonna guess. It's probably good there. Oh no, did the shears not cut plant Velcro? Okay, found the scissors. So now I am going to try to attach this. Perfect. So we have her attached at the front with the plant Velcro holding her in place. It'll be much easier for me to put the substrate in around her and keep those roots in the pot at the same time. So we're gonna micro her like we always do. And just gonna fill up this substrate. I have a little root that's trying to escape, so I'm just gonna deal with that quick. Perfect. And then I'm just kind of filling in the sides. It's kind of nice that this tree fern pond and perlite is already moist. Then I don't have to water it. Okay, so she is in there. She is secure. Her roots are all covered. She's looking good. Now I just want to see if I can find enough tree fern and chopped up moss to put into the bottom part of the pole until I get my big order of tree fern in, and then I can fill it up. Okay, I am back with some tree fern and moss mixed together, and I wetted it down a little bit. So I'm just gonna kind of fluff it up a bit and disperse some of that moisture in there. I mean, it doesn't really need to be wet right now because there's really no roots that can go into this pole, but as it grows, I want to make sure that it has something. So let's put that in there. We might even be able to fill this pole up with what I made. And the good thing about these wide poles is you can stick your hand in there. Oh, it's so annoying using like a bamboo stake to try to poke everything down, and then it gets too tight. And yeah, it's just much easier using your hand. Way easier using your hand. And I did already spray her down as soon as I got her with my spider mite spray, just in case. So I'm not gonna worry about spraying her down again. I always, when I get new plants, I will quarantine them in an area of my house where there are not many other plants. And I will also spray them down with my spider mite spray usually, or whatever spray I have on hand. And I am planning to add another moss pole onto the top of this one as the plant grows because it is stackable. So I'm going to leave some space at the top of the pole so that I can put another pole in there so that it'll fit properly. So I'm just gonna leave that about there. And I'll show you guys. Oh, I have tree fern all over my hands. All right. I'm so excited. Oh, I've wanted this plant for so long. So this is what the pole looks like. And our little planty on our pole. So I think she's gonna be super happy in there. I'm going to keep her in my tent because I think that squamacol is more sensitive to humidity. So that is why. Miss Squamacol. She's all done. I'm just gonna make sure that I didn't leave any air gaps. No, and I'll find her a saucer, which I have over here somewhere. Oh, you know what? This one here will probably work. Yeah, excellent. Aw, she's so cute. Okay, I think we're ready for the Hoyas now. All right. So let's do the Helwigiana first. I actually found this pot at the dollar store. It's super cute. I'm gonna give her a good spray, all of her leaves, fronts, backs, everything, stem. Yes, I'm spraying her new leaf, but she might drop that, but I always spray everything down. She'll grow another one if she drops it. So she's all shiny now from her spider mite spray. And I'm just gonna wipe her leaves down. Okay, so I don't normally wipe the spider mite spray off after I spray a plant down, but since this is a new plant, I just kind of wanted to shine the leaves a bit, so I just used the spider mite spray. That was my thoughts behind that. So now we're gonna take her tape off and pull her out of her substrate. See what she's in. Probably just a soil or aeroid mix of some sort is what I'm guessing. I did check these plants for pests, all of my new plants before, as soon as I unboxed them, and nobody had any signs of pests, so that was positive, but you still never know, right? Better to be safe than sorry. Okay, tape is coming off. Perfect. And we'll just take off this polyfill from around the plant. They packed it so well. All right, and it looks like some sort of aeroid mix or Hoya mix. Just gonna try and pull this out so you can see. Perlite. Oh, it's mostly, I think it's just in perlite. Maybe some moss in there. Looks like perlite. Yeah, I think it was just in perlite, so that's good. I like it when Hoyas come in perlite. We'll just check the roots quickly, and for Hoyas, I always like to pull them out of their substrate because you want to check for root mealybugs that live on the roots of the plant. Oh, this one has like some sort of bark on the roots too. That's happened to me before. It looks like they tried to take the bark off, but there's still some on there, but that's okay. That is okay. All right, I'm gonna go give this a rinse and I will return. So I just gave the roots a good rinse and I didn't see any signs of root mealy, so that was good. Now I can kind of pull away some more of this stuff off of the roots. And I do see some, just like a couple very slightly at the tip, rotten roots. So I'm gonna chop that off. And then you just kind of want to pull on the root to see if it slides off. Like if the outer shell of the root slides off and you have a string inside, that is root rot. So you just want to chop all those pieces off. And Hoyas honestly rot quite easily, so I'm not mad about it. It happens. Their roots are so fine. Okay, so I think that is good. I'm satisfied with that root system, so I'm going to chop off a couple of the leaves that are damaged. So this one here and this one here. And Hoyas always have this sap when you chop them, so you want to dry that so it doesn't drip onto the plant because it's really hard to clean off of the plant. Okay, I am happy with this little guy. I'm just gonna pop this off to the side and we'll do the next one and then we'll just pot them up at the same time. So this here is Hoya Weibergier. Super cute. We're gonna pull her out of her substrate. If you guys have any of these Hoyas, please share how they grow for you in the comments. I just got these off of Temu. I have a whole bunch of them because I want to put some more of my like trailing philodendrons on them. So they are just circular and then they have these legs. So you want to just make sure you put it in a pot that is going to be big enough to accommodate these legs. Which I don't know if that's going to work with our root systems. Maybe. I'm gonna give it a shot. Let's see. Ooh, this would actually be perfect. Is it gonna fit? Ah, yay! It fits. So that's excellent. Okay, so I'm gonna use my Hoya aroid mix for these. So have that here. I'm just gonna fill this pot a little bit. Okay, so I'm just gonna put a little bit of my mix in the bottom and try and get this trellis to feel supported, which might have to happen after I put the Hoya in. We shall see. It's gonna it's standing up. Okay, so we are going to do Hoya Wybergier. All right, I sent my teenager to grab my clips for me because I forgot them. We're just gonna fill this pot in while we're waiting. Okay, I'm gonna clip this to the pot so that I can try and get all the roots in there. I just use these butterfly clips that I got off of Amazon. They're like little hair clips. I'm really excited to be using some of these circular trellises for my Hoyas. Oh my goodness, how cute. Oh, see, look at this. Okay. Okay, this is adorable. Look at that. I really like this a lot. I think it's going to grow and be super happy. And I cannot wait to sun stress this. So this is Hoya White Bergii. Thank you to my friend Keisha. That was really sweet of you. I'm really excited. So I'm going to put this aside and do the other one, and then I will water them through. So I'm gonna opt for the same pot size. This root system is a bit smaller, but I'm doing it. We'll see how it grows. Usually with Hoyas, you wanna have a pot that's like a size of the root system, but I'll just make sure that it dries up completely before I water it again. So I really wanna put the trellis on it. We'll see how it grows in the bigger pot. But you know what? I can always take a cutting and restart it if I need to, right? I'm going to link these trellises and butterfly clips and everything that I use in this video that is linkable in the description box. So keep your eyes open for that if you're interested in purchasing. I do not have an Amazon storefront, or I do not make any commission or money off of if you guys buy them. So that is totally your call if you want to buy them through my link or whatever you want to do with that, because I don't make any money off of it. I'm still a noob. One day I will. I was going to set up Amazon storefront, but it costs money monthly, and I don't know if I'll make that every month from people clicking on my link. So I just decided to wait until I have more subscribers, and then I'll do that probably. So bringing you back down. This is what we have got so far. We have the trellis supported with a little bit of the Hoya mix in the bottom. So what's a good way to do this? Because I think this one's going to want to get trellised this way. Oh my. These butterfly clips are perfect for Hoya vines. I want to get some of the dragonfly clips too, though I see everyone else using. I've seen them around, I just haven't picked any up yet. But I think I need to order some more butterfly clips. They're a bit expensive, but I mean, they're reusable, right? Okay, so that is what we are working with, and then we're just gonna fill it up. Oh, Maiko, I'm forgetting everything today. Yeah, it'll be great when I can hear out of both of my ears again. I'm going on a week of only being able to hear out of one ear, and it's super frustrating. Every time I eat, everything is so crunchy. It's so annoying. I cannot handle that. All right. Those were actually quicker than I thought they would be. So that's awesome. We have our cute little Hoya Helwigiana on her circular trellis. How cute. Love. So that concludes all of our new plants getting potted up. I'm going to clean up my mess, have a 5-minute break, and then I'll grab my prop box out of my tent so that we can refresh that. Okay, we are in my tent, and I'm just going to show you the prop box that I'm going to be grabbing. We're gonna grab this one here. Just gonna show you inside. We have a couple of bug sachets I wanna take out of there, and we're gonna explore all of those cuttings. So I'm gonna grab that and bring it to my table. Okay, so I have my prop box here. I have not refreshed this for so long, probably like a year. So we've got our own little ecosystem in there, but everything that I put in there does so good. So I'm not even mad about it. Oh my goodness, so many beauties. I just want to show you. Look how pretty. Oh my goodness. Okay, so first I'm gonna take these yucky bug sachets out of here. I always put them in my prop boxes, but then they get too much humidity and yes. So I have a couple Anthurium chunks that I just threw in here that did not do well, and I have no idea what they are, which I wish I would have labeled them, but I didn't. So I think we'll start with those, if I can untangle things. Oh my. Oops, we have a Hoya stick with it. Look at those roots. That is so amazing. Yeah, I have no idea what this is, but look at that pink emergent. So pretty. Oh my goodness. Wow. So I know what I'm gonna do with this, I think. I was just gonna put it in one of these, but I don't think it's gonna fit properly and the top is too wide. Okay, I'll be right back. I think we'll opt for one of these tall deli containers again. I'm so excited. Okay, so do I put this in my tree fern and pond mix? Or do I put it in a tree fern aroid mix? What do I do? What do I do? What would you guys do? What would you guys do? I think I'm gonna put it in my tree fern pond perlite mix just because it's a more sensitive one. So let's try that. I need a bigger table. This table is super long, but if it was like a square, then I'd have more room, but that's okay. It works great. My husband actually got me this table for Valentine's Day for filming, so that was super sweet of him. Okay, yes, let's do this. Yay! Okay, so we've got our base. How cool. Do I take the trunk off? Should we try that? Let's see. I could totally take the trunk off, I think. There we go. I removed the trunk and I'm just left with the roots and the plant. So I think I'm gonna use this prop box as a little table to show you guys, and it'll be easier for me to pot on top of. Okay, so, oh, that's perfect actually. That is going to work out great. Excellent. So we need the myco. Oh, I've been so excited to pot the stuff up in here. It's been a while. So then we're just going to pop it in here. I want to be careful not to damage the emergent. Okay. Okay, we're good. Oh, poor emergent. I'm sorry, friend. I'm sorry. So, I have some exciting news. A couple friends and I are going to be starting a collab series. I'm not going to tell you what it's going to be about, but I'm very excited about it. So stay tuned for that, probably next month on a Thursday. That's your only hint. I've been trying to figure out something to do as a series, and I've been stumped. And then yesterday I was like, oh my goodness, I have an idea. And it's actually a really good idea. So I'm very excited about it. I'm gonna have to fit this in a prop box again. Do I have one that's gonna work? Oh, maybe not. You know what? I don't think I will have to. I'll just use another container and put it over top. Since this leaf is hardened off, I'm not too worried about it. Just this leaf here is all I'm worried about. Okay, so there's our little cutie mystery, whatever it is. If you guys have any ideas, shoot them in the comments. I have no idea. I could look back on my Instagram and see which plants, which anthuriums I've had, but no clue. No clue at all. I know that I had a Hoffmanii red sinus and I threw in here, but I don't think that's this. Maybe it's the other one. Hopefully that one didn't die because it was one of my special plants that just kept melting on me, you know? Okay, let's do this. Yeah. Perfect. And then we'll tape it. I wish you could see how much stuff is on my table. Okay, anyways, we're gonna ignore that. And okay. Really hope that this does well in here. I think it will. So cute. And I can see her root in there, so I can keep an eye on her root health. Number one done. Now I have to find a spot for her. She can go there. Okay. So now I've got this little dirty. Cleanup's gonna be fun after. Where's the other one? The other anthurium that I had in here. Here it is. I found her. Oh, she's got some nice roots too. This could possibly be my Hoff red sinus. I don't see a red sinus on it yet, but maybe it comes with maturity. And I think mine might have been a self-seedling. I'm not sure. But look, how pretty is that? Super cute. It's a bit chlorotic from being in the light, but that's okay. I can just take that leaf off and we'll pot her up. I think we're just gonna do the same thing. Do I have enough tree fern though? That might be a problem. Crap. Maybe I should just keep her in perlite. I think I might do that because I have this perlite from the squamiferum and it's nice and clean. So let's do that. Let's do that. And maybe we can even mix some tree fern in there. Have it extra perlite-y. Do we have a stirring stick? I don't think so. That's okay. I'm just gonna use my hand and give it a good mix. Okay. Now my hand's dirty. Okay. So, I might need to mix this like separate, I think. Let's just do this. Okay, that's it for the tree fern and pond until my tree fern gets in, so hopefully that comes soon. go. That's good enough. I'm not too worried about it being super mixed. Okay. Okay. It's in a bit of a bigger pot than I would normally do, but the root system's pretty good, and I'm not going to put a lid on it, and it's going to be in high humidity, so I don't think I'll have any issues with it, but I'll keep my eyes on it. Aw, so cute. Let's clean this up a little. Around here, we do what works. It doesn't have to be 100% clean because I can always do cleanup after, and I always do cleanup after. I mean, I stack my pots in the kitchen in a corner, which I need to get done, but I will clean up my working area after really good. So whatever, we'll make the mess and do it later, right? I'm just wiping the substrate off of the leaves because I kind of just dumped it in there on top of everything. Okay, she's good. Look at her. Oh, I hope it's my hot red sinus. That'd be sweet because I was really worried about her. I'm just gonna have to let her grow a couple more leaves and see. I would be very happy with that. But yeah, I got all 3 boxes of my new plants in the same day. I was so excited. I got my squamacol blood. I did a group order with my friend Kayla. We just shipped plants together so that we could split shipping costs. So I went and picked that up from her work. And then I got both of my boxes of my Hoyas and my Anthurium in the same delivery. So that was sweet too. I was pretty excited about that. Okay, so there's 2. Me and my messes. And let's see what else is in here. I know I have a Monstera Albo. I just don't know if it's rooted, and I might just pop that one right back into a perlite box, or maybe. I don't know, dude. I might have to go rinse some perlite. I feel like I'm never prepared enough for these videos. Okay, let's open the lid again. Have a drink of our Red Bull. Okay, here's my Monstera Albo. That's her newest leaf. Oh, she's so pretty. Look at that. What do I do? Is that a new leaf on? No, that's a sheath. Okay. I think I'm just gonna do the same as I did. Should I just put her back in here? No, because I want to clear out my prop box so I can throw more stuff in here. So I'm going to go rinse some perlite. I'll be right back. I found pon and I found perlite. So I think I might just put her into pon. I think she'll be good. But in one of these. And I have more. I just grabbed more. So we can do the dome thing again. What do you think? We're going to try it. I'm nervous. Me and Monstera Albos, you know? So I am gonna do pon. This pon has perlite in it as well. Sorry about the shaking table. So, do I take it off the chalk? Do I? Or do I leave it on the chalk? I think I'm going to leave it on for this one. And I don't want it to be too... Okay, we're moving up onto the prop table again. So, this is the root. There's 2 of them. You can see. This is the perlite and pon mix. Oh, there's 3 actually. You can see another one. 1, 2, 3. That's cool. I'm not gonna leave it on the chunk. I'm like talking myself through this. Okay, maybe I can move you up a bit. Okay, so. I think that's good. I just don't want to cover that chunk too much so it starts rotting on me. That's perfect. Oh my goodness, she's so cute. Okay, I'm so excited. We are gonna, do we put a lid on? Because the next leaf's probably gonna be taller. I'm just gonna put a lid on for now just to make things easier. I can always dome it once the next leaf starts growing. We'll just keep an eye on it and hopefully I don't miss it. But I do check my props every Wednesday, so should be good. Oh, perfect. Okay, what's next? Let's get in here. I think it would be a good idea to do these Hoyas I have. They're growing wild, Jen. I got these from my friend Jen, who watches my videos. And they've grown so much. We did a trade for a dragon's breath corm. Oh, they're so rooted in there. I don't want to break the roots. I'm just gonna wiggle it out. Well, that's good we have good roots. Take some of that perlite off. Not all of it. That's fine to have perlite on the roots when you pot it up. But I'll just shake it like that. So there's one cutting. Look at that. That's crazy. Wow. Okay, so there's one. And we have two. Oh my goodness. I love prop boxes, they're sweet. You just leave it, let it be, and it takes care of itself. It's perfect. Perfect. Okay, those roots look amazing. And I have another Hoya stick on there, and this is this cutting. So we have two very beautiful cuttings, and I don't think Hoya Bella likes to be on a trellis. I think they just hang, so we shall. Oh my goodness, this is going to be interesting. Okay, I'm gonna figure this out. We're gonna use the arid mix to pot these up in. So I'm gonna find a pot that will be good. Should I just do this small, tiny pot? Ugh, I think it's too small. Okay, let's do the next size up. Let's do this one here. Take the sticker off. Put our lid back on. Find a saucer and pot it up. Okay. Oh, don't fall, please. I'm balancing things over here, guys. Anyways, we are gonna put some of our arid mix in here. Just like that. And I'm just gonna pot this in the pot just like this. I don't want to cut it. So there's that. And then this we will pot in here, going out of the pot like this, and eventually it will fall and trail. That's what I meant. So we need the great white, even though the roots are crazy, it's still good to put some in there. That was interesting. Great white. Got everywhere. Anyways, so now we have to figure out how to put soil in this and not get it all over all the leaves. But you know what? I can always just rinse it off later. So let's just start dumping. And kind of like pressing around in there. Oh, I hope this works. Oh, this is so cute. I love. I'm gonna have to find somewhere to put this now. That's the problem. I don't really do many hanging plants in my rental because I can't hang them anywhere, but we have shelves, so we'll work with it. We'll find something. And I really like the variegated Hoya Bella varieties. Does anyone have the sandwich variegation? It's kind of like the Lita Buis, but a bit different. I'll throw a picture up on the screen. Right there. I really want to get that one too. The Bellas grow so fast. They're easy to propagate. And I love having them as part of my propagation collection so that I can sell cuttings because they just grow so fast. That's what I usually do when my trailing plants get too long for me. I just chop them and prop them. They grow back super fast anyways, and they're good sellers. But my friend Alexis actually wanted a cutting of this, and I've already chopped a little piece off for my friend Gems too. So I'm gonna have to prop Alexis a piece. Maybe I should I'll do that a different time. I have so much stuff to do, and I still have to get my kids from school soon. So we'll leave that for a different time. This pot is turning out so nice. I love this so much. Okay, is that good? I think so. How cute. My little Hoya Bella Anneke Buis. Ah, adorable. Love it. Okay. So there's another one. I'm just gonna find a spot for it. Okay, I found a spot for it. Let's see what we're gonna pot up next. Ugh, this is so sad. I had a Monstera Kunzo white monster and it died. And I had another little stick cutting of it and it just melted. No more variegated Monsteras for me until I figure them out. I'm quite disappointed in myself for that, but you know what? It happens. I shouldn't have bought it until I figured out variegated Monsteras, but I got it for a really good deal, so couldn't pass it up. And this, I have no idea what it is, but I know it was something I wanted to save. So tiny. It has roots on it. Whatever it is, and it's variegated. Oh no, I think I pulled some of the roots off. Look how tiny that is. And it's got little roots. That's something that I want to leave in the prop box. So when I refresh it, I'm putting that back in. Oh, I told my friend Keisha I was gonna send her, the same friend that sent me the Hoyas, I told her I was gonna send her my little Dioscorea discolor baby I had in here. So I'll pot that up. Oops. I'm just gonna chop off the excess stem because I don't think it's gonna do anything else. But look how cute this is. It's adorable. I love baby plants so much. And these grow like a weed. Like a weed. So tiny. I should probably put this in moss. Do I have any moss made up? I do, but it's upstairs. You know what? I'm gonna keep this in the prop box too, and I will pot this one up later when I have more time. And I have this. So this is a Rhaphidophora Hoya variegated, which I have another one. I'll show you it right here. But I don't know if it's not really connecting. It's not really attaching itself to this wooden stake. So I kind of want to make these guys a moss pole, but I haven't got there yet. So I'm also going to leave this one in here too. I think we'll be leaving a lot of this stuff in here actually. And I have a lot of Hoya sticks that I just throw in here, and they have been going off. Like there's one. Hoya latifolia pot of gold. Hoya biacensis splash. I'm not sure what that is. Some sort of Hoya. Ooh. I'm not sure what this is. It kind of looks like a serpent or a serpent splash maybe, but did I cut that serpent splash I got? I have no idea. No clue. Okay, so I think what I'm gonna do is take all of this stuff out one by one and just pop it to the side here. And then we can refresh the perlite in here and take anything out that's dead. Those are the ones I showed you already, so just pulling them out. Oh, we have another biacensis splash. Cute. We have another Dioscorea as well. I just knocked all those cuttings off the table. I think they're okay. Yeah, they're fine. Well, I'm grateful for that. That was an accident. All right, so we're gonna keep going. So this Dioscorea, I don't think we're gonna need that whole stem. Yeah, if you guys chop your Hoyas and you take the stick off the top of it, keep it. Throw it in a prop box. I have really high success rate with growing Hoya leaves off of just sticks, just by throwing it in a prop box. I mean, it doesn't always work, but a lot of the times it does. These random sticks. Okay, this is cute. So this is one of my begonia Lyman Smithy eyes, and it's growing babies at the base. Look. I mean, the leaf is almost dead, but it's growing babies, and it still has lots of green on the leaf. So I'm just gonna leave her be, little mama. And then like some of these Hoya sticks are yellow and brown, so I'm just gonna chop those parts off. And here's a random wet stick. I'm not sure what it is. Leave that, you never know. Hoya sticks everywhere. Not sure what that is. A Hoya stick of some sort, probably. That one's dead. Looks like a fishing line. And then I also have random wet sticks. This one is definitely a Scindapsus. Scindapsus take forever. Stuck to a huge giant piece of perlite. Scindapsus take forever to grow from stick. So if you're propagating Scindapsus, be prepared. The Scindapsus has a little sprout. Cutie. I know this is my Albo. Has the little growth point that's hard to see. And I've had this in here for so long, I don't even remember what it is anymore, but it looks like some sort of tissue cultured philodendron. I'm not sure. Just gonna leave that in there too. This is yucky. I mean, it's not squishy, and it has roots, but it looks yucky. I'm gonna keep it in there. Maybe it's something beautiful. We've got another Hoya stick. This looks like a Scindapsus runner of some sort. It's going to be lots of fun identifying all these Scindapsus once they grow. A Hoya stick with a baby leaf. I think this is a Hoya stick. Yep. It has the white sap in it. And another Hoya stick. I kind of want to get most of the perlite off of these roots because this perlite has so much algae in it. I mean, I guess it's not the end of the world. Is there anything? Oh, there's something. There's a random wet stick. I just don't want to miss anything. Okay, so I'm just gonna go put this perlite into a container and boil it later and just make some fresh perlite up and stick it in there, and I'll be right back. All right, I'm back with a clean prop box with clean perlite. So what I like to do is sprinkle some myco down on top of the perlite, just so that we can create our own little ecosystem in there again and give some beneficial fungi. Put some beneficial fungi in there. Oh my goodness, that was the best mess up ever. Perfect. So I just sprinkled a little bit on the top evenly throughout the perlite. Nothing crazy. And I'm just going to put these props back in. So I'll lower you. Not really going to be able to see much. So I'm going to start with the Hoya sticks. Ready to go. All right, guys, that's all from me for today. Thank you so much for joining me, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye.